rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
Jones looking to throw right away. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing, Jones. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones lets it go for Nelson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. The Ravens come in looking for an 11th win on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Mixon running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Jones throwing on 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll look to throw again.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Back to throw again. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right at the 35. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down, a little offensively, and they stop it well short.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Jones now on 3rd down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones caught by Nelson. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Tucker's kick is good.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Bengals down by 9. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jones.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Jones.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Ravens, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.